Something was on my computer that should not have been there. A folder, no name, no date, just sitting there. I opened it, Minecraft files, recordings, clips, way more than made sense. Like someone had been documenting something for a long time and just left it in one place. I dug through it, found a name buried in one of the files. King James. I searched for him. Nothing came back, no channel, no account, nothing online anywhere. Just like a name and a folder full of recordings that nobody was supposed to find. I opened the first file. I should not have. This is his world. He has been playing on this specific world for years, you can tell just by looking at it. The builds, the farms, the paths worn between structures, this is not a new world, this is a lived-in world. A world that has history in every block. Watch how he moves through it. Comfortable, confident. He knows where everything is. He knows what is around every corner. This is his kingdom. His actual kingdom. The one he built himself. That matters. Remember that. He notices it. The way you notice something that is slightly off. Not dramatic. Not obvious, just wrong. Quietly wrong. The kind of wrong that sits in the back of your mind before your eyes fully register what they are seeing. Something is on his property that was not there before. He walks towards it, because that is what King James does. He does not walk away from things that do not make sense. He never has. He does not know what he is looking at. You can see in how he stops moving. Watch the chat. He's not narrating, he is quite literally reacting. That is not content creator moment, that is a genuine moment of confusion. The in chat, he types it multiple times, like his brain is trying to catch up to what his eyes are seeing. That is not a bit, that is a person trying to make sense of something that does not make sense. King James kept this part in his video, either because he did not think to remove, or because some parts of him wanted someone to see it. He goes near it, he does not back away, he never backs away. He moves closer, like the confusion pulled him in instead of pushing him out, like he needed to understand it before he could be afraid of it. He sees the hole in the building. There is a hole in the structure. Not a door, not an entrance, a hole. Like something punched through from the inside trying to get out, or from the outside trying to get in. Either way, it was not built, it was made. He pulls out his shovel. Watch this moment carefully. He does not panic. He does not run. He pulls out his shovel because King James sees something unexplainable, and his first instinct is to investigate it further, to dig, to dig, to dig, to find out what is underneath. That tells you everything about who King James is. He digs and he sees the massive hole going down. He breaks through, and it is not just a hole, it is a drop, a massive opening going straight down into darkness so deep the torch does not reach the bottom. Something did not just break through this building, something carved all the way down through whatever is beneath it. He stands at the edge and looks down, and for the first time in this footage, King James does not move towards something, he just stares. He accidentally falls in. He did not jump. I need you to understand that he did not make a choice here. He was just standing at the edge, looking down, and then he was gone. Down through the building, down through whatever is beneath the building, down through layers of a world that should not exist, going deeper than any survival world has any right to go. The screen goes dark, and King James falls into something that has been waiting at the bottom of that hole for a very long time. He wakes up, but something is wrong before you even look at where he is. The screen is different. Not a Minecraft screen, not any screen you have seen before in any of the other footage. Static, distorted, like the recording itself is struggling to process what it's capturing. Like whatever this place is, it does not want to be filmed. It settles slowly, like something allowing itself to be seen, and then you see where he is. No seed matches this place. No log shows it being generated. He has two things, a sword and a torch, and if you want to include his armor. Everything else is gone. His inventory wiped, his coordinates gone, his connection to anything familiar completely erased, like whatever brought him here made sure he arrived with nothing. He raises the torch, and that is when he sees the statue. Everywhere, every direction, perfectly still, perfectly spaced, like someone placed them before he arrived, like something knew exactly where he was going to wake up and arranged everything around that specific spot. He looks up. There is a figure in the sky and it freaked me out. I've gone through that footage frame by frame. I cannot tell you what it is. It does not match any mob in the game. It does not move. It does not speak. It just looks down at him like it has been waiting for this exact moment for a very long time. King James does not get scared easily, but his screen was never the same after the fall, and neither was anything else. Stop. Did you see that? Let's go back. Right there. That first sign said, run. But there's another sign. There's two signs placed in the middle of nowhere in a world with no builder and no inhabitants, just sitting there in a path like they were always meant to be found. King James saw them, he stopped, he read them, and yet he kept walking. Who placed them? We do not know. There is no record of any other player in this world, no building logs, no footprints, nothing that explains how two warning signs ended up in the middle of a world that should not exist. What we know is that King James read them and chose to ignore them. Whatever comes next is on him.
You were not supposed to find this. He already knows you are here. Turn back. You cannot turn back. You are the one to. You are the one to. The kingdom was not built for you. Leave before it decides what to do with you. Everything you saw on those signs was true. You should have listened. He only gives one to. You have used one. Do not waste the second you fell in, just like the others, just like all of them. The path was not built for travelers. It was built for one specific person. We did not expect it to be you. The statues have already seen your face. It is too late to be unseen. The one has been watching since before you opened the folder. You think you found these files. The files found you. The one does not chase, the one waits. And you are already inside.
I need to stop here, because what you just heard was not added by me. I did not put that in. I did not edit that in. I did not find that separately and drop it into the timeline. That voice was already in King James' recording, sitting inside the file exactly where you heard it, like it was always supposed to be there. I do not know what it is. I have listened to it more times than I can count. I have tried to find a source. Anything that could explain how a voice ends up inside a Minecraft recording speaking directly to the person playing. What I do know is what it said. It told him to leave. It warned him. Something in that dark place between falling and landing looked at King James specifically and told him to get out. The question I cannot stop thinking about is why? Why is it trying to protect him? Was it even trying to protect him? Whatever is in this world is the main question. Who is the one? Is it the same thing that placed the signs? Is it connected to the kingdom? Is the void thing the one? Or is the one the reason it was warning him in the first place? I do not have any answers yet, but King James kept going anyway. Past the warning, past the voice, past every sign that told him to turn around, and we have to keep watching, because somewhere in these files is the reason all of this is happening, and I am not stopping until I find it. Got out of the void. We do not know how. One moment the voice was speaking, and the next moment King James was here, standing on a railroad in the middle of a broken world, like something picked him up and placed him exactly where it wanted him to be. No transition, no portal, just arrival again. Take a breath here, because this is the first moment in any of these files where things feel almost calm. The railroad stretches out in both directions, further than the eye can see, perfectly maintained, perfectly intact in a world where everything else is shattered and broken and wrong. This railroad is pristine. That means something. I have been thinking about it since I first saw this section of the footage. Everything in this world is destroyed except the railroad, which means whoever or whatever rules this place needs the railroad, uses it, maintains it. The railroad is not decoration, it is infrastructure. Something travels on it. We do not know what, we do not know where, but King James followed it because in a world with no direction and no map, a railroad going somewhere is the closest thing to hope you are going to find. He walked for about an hour, and I'm not kidding. And I think that this was intentional. I think this world wanted him to walk it, wanted him to have time to think, time to process everything that had happened since he fell through the floor of his own survival world. Maybe that is the first answer this world gave him. Not in words, not in signs, just in a long, quiet railroad through a broken landscape that said simply, keep going, keep going. We're supposed to be here, keep going. Whether that is comforting or terrifying depends on what is waiting at the end of the line. King James never found the end. He fell off. But this place doesn't exist at all. As I dived in on researching about this video and watching the footage, I started uncovering something. You just gotta watch. No one built this world. That's the thing I found out. No one, you know, created anything here. It just happened to be here. And yet, here it is. The logs don't show this world. The seed shouldn't work, so why does it? He didn't choose to come here. The question is who did? One moment, he was somewhere else. The next, this. No door, no path, just arrival. He doesn't remember the journey. That's usually how it works with places like this. King James has survived things that should have ended him. He's a king without a kingdom now, and he is entering a kingdom that is not his. Whether he stays is all dependent on his resilience. He's made it this far on will alone, so why not keep going? But will alone also has the limits. The world doesn't want him here. The question is whether who gets what. Something was there. We don't know what. King James knows. He's not saying. Whatever he saw, it wasn't supposed to be in this world. Nothing here is supposed to exist, remember? You saw his hands move before he covered it. That wasn't panic, that was recognition. He didn't cover it up to hide it from us. He covered it up to hide us from it. Some things, once you see them, they know you've seen them. King James knows this. The black screen wasn't censorship, it was protection. Whether it worked, we'll find out. He wasn't running from something behind him. He was running from something that was already ahead. Kings don't run. Whatever King James saw made him forget that. This world wasn't supposed to exist. Whether he lives or not, whatever lives inside this world wasn't supposed to exist either.
Time is as if man is as if fleas, 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 eyes, eyes, eyes. What must man become? A flea? Must time fleet itself away? Must we wonder of the eyes in the sky? The sky cries, cries, cries. Must man cry? Must time itself clear from a cry? Seek out the scorch machine? Must we suffer most? Must I die? Why must I die? Why must I die? Why must I die?
This wasn't edited in. This was found. There's a difference, and that difference matters. Someone went through King James files and added that clip. King James didn't record this. He didn't save this, so why is it in his folder? That sound you heard wasn't added in post. It was already there, already in the clip. We don't know who's singing. We don't know who's talking. King James hasn't explained it. Maybe he can't. Maybe he didn't even hear it. Play it back, listen to what it's saying, then ask yourself why it sounds like it knew you were going to watch this. He didn't move the camera there. Something moved it for him. The camera held on the statue like it was told to, like something wanted you to see it. King James wasn't filming the statue. The statue was being filmed. There's something controlling what's getting seen in this world. It's not... Never mind. Whatever that statue is, it's contained. Something put it there to keep it from moving. Trapped means it was free once. Trapped means something was afraid of what it would do. The statue isn't the threat. Whatever trapped it is. Maybe King James is next. It's there. It's looking at him. It's not moving. That's the part that should scare you. James doesn't know why it won't attack. Neither do we. But something that could hurt you chooses not to. That's not mercy. That's a message. It lets him stare. It lets him walk away. It wanted him to. He thought it was one. It was never just one. They weren't waiting in ambush. They were waiting for permission. 1 was warning. 5 is an answer. World heard him. Responded. Count them. Go ahead. Count them and then ask yourself who sent them. He runs. They run. And for the first time in this world, the rules make sense. Get out. Get out. This isn't a fight. King James knows that. You don't fight a message, you receive it. The world wants him gone. This land belongs to something. James just walked through the front door without knocking. Every step deeper he took into the kingdom, he was trespassing. Now the kingdom is collecting. Whoever rules this place, they've been watching since he arrived. Monsters aren't hunters, they are guards.
It's like a fireball of shame, guilt, and fear. Your people played the game.
He just left. He didn't document anything, didn't mark it, just closed the world and walked away, like he wanted to forget it fast. Most people leave a world and come back. We don't know if King James is coming back to this one. But that was just the first document of King James. There are more. I went through his folder. I found more. I wish I hadn't. He saved everything. Every world, every clip, like he knew someone would find it eventually. What's in part 2, I'm going to describe it. You need to see it. I've watched a lot of things. What I found in the next file left me with the question I still can't answer. You think this was unsettling. Part 2 will change that unsettling means to you. This is where it starts. Not where it ends, where it starts. Everything you just watched, the world, the kingdom, the monsters, that was just the introduction of a much darker, scarier, eerie story. This is the beginning of something bigger. They call it the One. We don't know what that means yet, but the end, you will.
Breathe in, devil, you pull me in. Breathe in, devil, I know your grin. Breathe in, devil, but I want in. If I break out